Hello and welcome back to the Dork Side. I am the Dork on the road, and today we're going to talk about 5 mistakes new motorcyclists make and how to avoid them. Hello everyone, I am the Dork on the road and I want to be your internet riding buddy. But I'm better than your regular riding buddies because I'm available whenever you want and I come with a mute button. So please, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you know when new content just like this gets posted. New riders make mistakes. I don't think that's a secret. People know that. And there are a lot of mistakes that they make more often, or there are a lot of common causes for those mistakes. Yes, it's legal to pass on the right in Oregon. So today I want to talk a little bit about those mistakes and some ideas, thoughts, strategies for avoiding making them yourself, especially if you're a new rider. But it's good to think about these things even as an experienced rider, I think. So maybe there's something here for everybody. Number 1 common mistake new riders make, and this one will not surprise you, but it is overconfidence. It's easy to get on a bike that is too powerful for you or to push it too far because riding a bike is super fun and you want to lean into that fun, and you start to think you're a better rider than you are. Worst thing you can do when you start to get a little confidence is assume that you are immune to dumb mistakes, to stop paying attention to the little things. Oh shit. Oh, okay. There's some police. To assume, oh, I got that basic stuff down, because the second you do that is the second you take off with your kickstand down and drop your bike or something dumb. So overconfidence is a thing that can doom you, get you into a lot of trouble, lead to you riding way faster than you need to be or above and outside your own ability. And so you need to be very realistic with yourself about your skill level. Just try to take it easy, try to anticipate things that could go wrong always. You have to be vigilant. The cure, or the way to temper your overconfidence, is to 1, be realistic in evaluating your skill, and 2, just constantly drill yourself on the basics. Go to the parking lot, practice your slow speed maneuvers, practice turning around in the space of 2 parking spots. As you're riding, am I using my counter steering techniques? Am I scanning the horizon? Be aware of things like, holy crap, I didn't realize that car was there. Be hyper vigilant always. Don't assume that you'll just notice. You have to be in the moment, present, vigilant at all times, and always ride within your skill level, which requires you to realistically evaluate what that skill level is. So that's number 1, overconfidence. It's a killer. It is a killer, literally a killer of motorcyclists. So the number 2 common mistake that new motorcyclists make is not riding their own ride. So this is a cliche, it's a very common thing that motorcyclists say, but for good reason, because only you can evaluate your own skill. And so it's easy to get into a group or ride with other people who are pushing it, who are faster, who are better than you, who are, I should say not better, but are more skilled than you, who have more experience, or are just willing to take on more risk than you are. And that's okay too. Like, it's okay if you're more risk averse than someone else. It just means, you know, that you're going to be safer in the long run, and that's fine. But don't let the pressure of riding with a group push you to do something that is outside your comfort zone, outside your skill level, beyond what you're willing to do at this moment. Always ride your own ride, even if that means being left behind at the group ride. If your friends are really your friends, they'll understand that, and they will wait for you up ahead. People always do. Wait for you to catch up, wait at the next junction and the next major turning point. But you ride your own ride, worry about you. Don't get so focused on the other riders around you that you stop paying attention to what you're doing. That's when you get yourself in trouble. That's when you find yourself sliding down the pavement next to your motorcycle. Be hypervigilant, be aware, and ride your own ride always. Do not let anyone push you to do more than you're comfortable with. Number 3, stupid, easy, beginner mistake that people make: slow speed drops, dumb things like that. I remember 2 weeks after I got my first bike, I rode it to a buddy's house, and then as I was leaving, I stopped at the end of the road that he lives on, put my foot down. There was gravel there. My foot slipped because I didn't have it directly underneath me, and I almost dropped that brand new motorcycle. I did eventually drop that brand new motorcycle because my pant leg got caught on the foot peg. So that's one of my favorite videos ever. but I did a dumb thing. It's so easy to drop your bike. I did it a week ago, turning around on a gravel road to go pick up my camera for one of my epic driving by the camera shots in my exploring the Mount Jefferson wilderness video. I dropped my dual sport because I tried to do a skid turn, but I did it uphill instead of downhill, and my foot did not touch the ground when I thought it was going to. So those silly, stupid mistakes happen. One, they happen, and they're probably gonna happen, and it's okay, and it's important to have a good attitude about it. Okay, those silly slow speed, I was trying to maneuver, or I was trying to turn my bike around, or I wasn't even on it and my hand slipped when I was trying to push it in the garage. That kind of thing will happen, but you can prevent it from happening, or at least minimize it, by paying attention to what you're doing, like always. Like, I put my foot down absent-mindedly at that stop sign because I was definitely thinking about something else, and I almost paid the price for it. So pay attention, be mindful of what you're doing, know where your bike is, and if you practice those slow speed skills, feathering the clutch, practice trail braking, practice the things that keep your motorcycle stable while you're moving at slow speeds, then you're a lot less likely to make that happen. So 2 ways to counter the slow speed dumb drops are: 1, just pay attention at all times, really be mindful of where you're putting your feet and what you're doing, and 2, practice your slow speed skills. I think that's important. And number 5, one of my favorite topics. You've heard me talk about it a lot because I firmly believe in it, but the number 5 dumb mistake new motorcyclists make is not wearing the right gear. Because you might be the best motorcycle rider in the world, but you can't prevent somebody from rear-ending you. You know what I mean? Like, that is not your fault. You can mitigate the risk, you know, by flashing a brake light and trying to stay to the side of the lanes, but if someone else hits you while you're sitting still, that's not your fault. No amount of skill could have protected you from that. And that's the kind of thing that is pretty common on a motorcycle. People pulling right out in front of you, that, you know, maybe you should have seen them and slowed down, but my point is that's not your fault, okay? Your skill will not protect you from a stupid freak accident like that. And you're riding, you know, a 500-pound death rocket, you know, you're inches from 80-mile-an-hour pavement at all times, and if you are separated from your motorcycle, if you have an unscheduled dismount, as they say, if you have a dismount, if you have a get off at speed, the only thing that's going to save your skin, literally, is the gear you're wearing. Gear costs money. It does. It doesn't have to break the bank. I've got a whole video on inexpensive gear and another one on used gear. There's 2 ways to get yourself some gear, but I firmly believe you should be head to toe anytime you're riding at highway speeds. So helmet, gloves, jacket, pants, boots. So if, for instance, you think gear is too expensive, and it's not cheap, let me propose a scenario to you. Let's say you get off your motorcycle at 60 miles an hour and go sliding down the highway on your ass, okay? You have massive road rage on your butt, and a nurse comes in with a wire brush to scrub that out, and then pour a bunch of rubbing alcohol or whatever on it, and then bandage it up. And it hurts like that for weeks. I'm guessing if I walked in halfway through that procedure and said to you, hey, if you give me $100, I can make that pain go away, it would be worth the $100 then. Is it not then worth the $100 for a pair of riding pants just to make sure that literally your ass is covered? I think it is. Number 5 common mistake new motorcyclists make is not wearing enough gear, especially because in the first few thousand miles you ride is when you're most likely to get into an accident. So that is the most important time to be wearing gear always. So the way you mitigate that one is by putting your gear on. Get a good helmet, gloves, jacket, pants, boots. Wear them. That's what you do, okay? I do it every time I get on the highway, and you should too, even if it's hot. I'd rather sweat than bleed. That's what I say. So I just want to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video and got some information out of it, please hit that like button. Don't hesitate to subscribe if you're interested in more dorky shenanigans. Sorry, man, I can't wave. I'm using the clutch right now. Yeah, he's on an orange bike too, though. Thank you for watching, and as always, please do not forget to be excellent to each other.